and microphones are live. And like that. Yeah. Who's that cool guy in the background?
Hey everybody, my name is Gabe. You can call me Pat Bat. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You're very handsome fellow. Are you available for are you available for any dates during CarrierCon?
So sorry everyone. I actually am in a committed relationship. Her name is Tony Bat.
What? What? Oh my god, I already got rejected. I hate it here.
Okay, this is getting weird. Miss Nyaru, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic, and how are you doing tonight?
I am doing very well. Guess where we're at right now?
Not the USS Hornet.
Oh, we're at the USS Hornet. What? Would you not want to be here? You know what?
No, actually, no, I don't. Okay, bye. 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 I guess I'm doing this tour on my own. Alrighty, chat. I am totally 100% in charge of this tour now. My name is Nyaru, and today we are going to be going on a solo tour without the CarrierCon Director, Gabe, because I am a totally cool and smart girl who definitely knows my way around a ship, and I totally know what I'm doing. Like, look at that shiny bell. I don't know the significance of that shiny bell, but it's a shiny bell. Gabe, get back over here. Get back over here, Gabe. I miss you. I miss you.
Shiny bell.
Alright, so welcome
Here's
everyone.
Keys.
Oh, he has the keys actually. He has the keys, so I don't think we should be too mean tonight, Chad, okay?
Well, Miss Nyaru, we are aboard the USS Hornet Sea Aerospace Museum here in sunny Alameda, California. And to introduce myself, hi everyone, my name is 𝗕𝗿𝗄𝗺. I am an events manager here at the USS Hornet Sea Aerospace Museum. And we are actually getting ready for our event this weekend, CarrierCon, Anime and Gaming Convention here aboard the ship, which now Miss Nyaru over here is a guest. And we are going to be doing a little tour of the hangar deck today. And we're going to be talking about some of the various aircraft and some fun facts about the Hornet.
Heck yeah, thank you so much, Gabe. What are you looking forward to this weekend at CarrierCon, if I don't mind asking? And what exactly is CarrierCon, for those that don't know what CarrierCon is?
I am looking forward to Monday when I get to sleep.
You know what? That's a huge vibe, actually. I can't wait for that either.
My hometown. I am not coming back to the Bay Area. I will isolate myself. I'm not going to say what my hometown is. I need peace in mind.
Yay! As a fellow con organizer, I think I need that too. And I haven't even gone to con season just yet.
Well, there you go. But also, CarrierCon is a community event here at the USS Hornet. It's not like a normal convention, just laying that out there for everybody. It is a community event fundraiser that we do here at the Hornet. Now, obviously, here at the USS Hornet, you know, we got a lot of unique spaces. So as you look around here, this is not designed to be a convention center. So we obviously have invitations, but we find a way to make work by getting people on the ship to have an event. So we're really looking forward to this year, because this is the first year that we're going to 2 days. But right now, we're going to talk about the Hornet as a museum. So what is the USS Hornet, Miss Nyaru?
It is a warship that carries planes out into the oceans.
Absolutely. Gold star.
Yeah!
Right there.
Yes! I
A for
love
effort.
school!
But Miss Nyaru, it is USS Hornet CV-12. But what does that CV-12 mean?
Cool vibes number 12.
Okay, number 12. I don't know about cool vibes. I don't know if they were saying cool vibes in the 1940s. So.
Now that's the part I am actually not too knowledgeable about. So would you like to share with me what that actually means?
Well, CV is the designation, it's the hull designation for an aircraft carrier. CV-12, meaning it's the 12th aircraft carrier ever made for the United States Navy. There's the aircraft carrier on US Friendly, going up all the way now to US CVN-79, which is John F. Kennedy, all the way over there, modern aircraft carriers. So we these, and that's a class of aircraft carrier. How many people here play Adrenaline and Contact Collection, right? You got your battleship, you got your aircraft carriers, you got your destroyers, you got all these different types of ships, and they all have different purposes, all very specific. Well, Hornet, her responsibility was launching aircraft. During World War II, Hornet had one of the biggest battle records of all aircraft carriers that had ever served. Planes shot down, 668. Planes destroyed on the ground, 742. And ships sunk or damaged, and this is in tonnage, folks, 1,269,710. The Hornet had one of the longest deployments in the war, about 13 months. However, she missed the end of the war and didn't get to be in Tokyo Bay because of a typhoon that dented her flight deck. You can search that up. You can search her flight deck. That's what caused it. She had to get back to the States for repairs. But the U.S. Hornet, her story didn't end after World War II. She served in the Korean War as well as in Vietnam as well. So that's almost 3 different eras of conflict right there. But the Hornet also had another special mission that we'll get to as we move throughout the Hangar Bay. But before we do that, let's talk about one thing, because I want to cover this before we go. Actually, you know what? I'll save it for this. It'll be fun. Let's talk about aviation.
Yeah, please.
And as you can see, the Hornet, pretty big ship.
It's a really long boy.
Off the top of my head, I believe about 500, 600 feet. Right?
Oh.
I thought it was 800.
800? No, we're at 800. My bad. We don't have the example. I 10 look. It's about the same size as Sears Tower. Tower over it. Forgot what bank it is.
Yeah.
But about 800 feet. You can fit a lot of aircraft here. During World War II, you could fit about over 100 aircraft in there. However, aircraft got bigger, they got heavier, they got faster, couldn't carry as many aircraft, so that number got halved. And then later on in Hornet's history, when she became a CVS, that number got even smaller. But during World War II, you would see aircraft like the FM-2 Wildcat. This is a training variant of Wildcat, which was a practice fighter during World War II. Now, what do I mean by practice fighter? Well, aircraft carriers are little strips of land. They're on the water, they're pitching and rolling. And pilots got to learn to land on a small strip of land that's moving. That's not real easy. Naval aviators, they are very precise, train a long time how to get on there, still today. But here's the thing. The Navy did not want to put pilots out untested out into the Pacific or in the Atlantic. So what they did is they had training carriers. These are smaller aircraft carriers, like little steamboats like USS Wolverine that were on the Great Lakes.
Yeah.
Or whatnot. And they would use these pilots, they would train pilots using these aircraft. Fun fact about this aircraft. This was actually restored by our restoration department here at House by our volunteers.
Ooh.
This aircraft was found at the bottom of Lake Michigan.
Wait, so it was found at the bottom of Lake Michigan?
Exactly.
Hey.
It was rough and torn out, but through the efforts of our volunteer corps here, she looks as good as new today.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's so good for being found. How long do you know? How long was it under Lake Michigan? Do you know?
I believe about 40, 50 years.
No way. That looks brand new.
But this is the training variant. This is not the combat variant. Notice right here. Notice how these wings are folded. So it's not a very big aircraft. They can store a lot of these aircraft here. Similar sized aircraft, especially Wildcats or others. But they would even hang some aircraft. However, aircraft are not traditionally stored on the hangar deck. They're stored on the flight deck. You see out in the movies, modern aircraft carriers, they got all the planes lined up on the flight deck. That's because you can carry more aircraft up there. But also, you don't want aircraft on the hangar deck. You do that up top. The hangar deck is basically a garage. This is where maintenance is done and other services as well. But how do we get them up to the flight deck? Well, we have the elevator.
Can I ride on it? Can I ride on it?
You got $2,000 to run it?
Yes, actually. Maybe. I'll just get a small loan somewhere. Don't worry. Hey, Chad, would you like to help me? Yeah, small loan. Yeah, Chad, you want to help me with that? Yeah.
Small loan of $1 million.
But yeah, Chad, that actually cost us quite a bit of money to run this elevator. Fun fact about the Hornet, all 3 elevators work. We're one of the only Essex class carrier museums left that has all 3 working. We don't run the third one, but we do run this one and we run elevator 2. You'll see elevator 2 in a minute.
So they're actually still active.
Yep. We move planes down. So when you come to CarrierCon, you'll see planes on the flight deck. You can go see it. But we move them throughout the ship. Sometimes we'll reconfigure the museum. But this gets aircraft up about less than 10 seconds.
Well, 10 seconds? I thought it would take more than 10 seconds. Not gonna look at how big it is.
Less than 10 seconds. And that's what the power we have today. Can you imagine how fast she was back in the day?
Oh, wow. I mean, it makes sense because, like, if you're in middle of combat, you need to, like, get the planes up as soon as possible.
Yeah. You gotta get your air groups up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we talked about the FM2 Wildcat in the early days of modern naval aviation theory. But I like talking about this too because it's a nice contrast. You have one of the more modern parts. Not more modern because it's not. This is retired by the Navy now.
Mm-hmm.
You got the F-15C, first variant, known as the Hornet.
It's all connecting now.
It's not named after the USS Hornet, as contrary to popular belief.
Oh,
the Hornet
okay.
series, not named after this ship. But the F-18C is an example of a modern fighter. Not a modern fighter, which would be a fifth generation like the F-35 Lightning.
Mm-hmm.
But there's actually another version of this, which is called the F-18 E and F variants, which are known as the Super Hornet. Fun fact, I got a little Super Hornet right here on my chain.
Whoa!
Yes, that is Faye 18.
We love V-Fleet in this house.
V-Feet? What?
V-Feet?
What is this V-Feet you speak of?
V-Feet? Let me some feet.
No affiliation with any organization or such like that. No idea.
No idea. Don't know what you're talking about.
But you have the F-18C Hornet. Now, fun fact about this aircraft. This aircraft is famous. Why? Because at the time, Lieutenant Nick Mungillo, this is at the time, was in a conflict known as the Gulf War, or otherwise known as Operation Desert Storm, where he actually he was one of the first pilots in an F-18C that actually had one of the first and only air-to-air kills during that conflict. He shot down a MiG.
Whoa.
And this is the exact aircraft that he used to do it.
So it actually took down another plane. It's one of the only ones that did it.
This was missile to missile. So this hasn't been done. Missile combat hadn't been done in so long. This was the first aircraft in modern times to do it. This is on loan from the National Naval Aviation Union.
Wow. So it's really significant.
But here's the thing. You can have missiles, you can have radar, you can have all that. We like radar, we like that. But you gotta love the classics. This is, well, actually no, before I get into this, are there any questions I can answer?
Well, it's actually in relation to this one. I just want to know why he go,
Because he likes food.
What's his favorite food? Does he like a good steak?
We feed. This is the Crusader. We like to feed him Cheerios.
Cheerios! Can I offer some Cheerios to him when I go see him this weekend at CarrierCon? What? You're so mean. He's hungry. He's telling me he's hungry.
He'll bite you.
He bites?
It's a trap. Like looking. See the abyss?
Yeah, actually, you're right. There is an abyss in there. I can't. No, don't put me in there.
Wait. You hear that?
He's gonna bite me. No.
Wait. Listen. You hear that?
Uh-huh.
It's me, Wiley, from a crazy night. That's a technical foul.
That's a technical
Join me
foul.
by here. I'm back from the other world. Riches await you down in here. You're trapped forever. Alive.
That's way too accurate.
That's here too.
That's way too accurate of a voice. What the fuck? Why don't you go into voice acting?
Hear that?
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, how are you doing today, Nyaru?
I'm doing great. I hope you're having a great time today.
1754 take me down. I'm Adam Taylor.
Okay, bye, Adam Sandler. Jeez.
Bye, Adam Sandler.
He hides in there on the weekends.
I mean, you're near San Francisco, so I bet he comes out here quite often.
No, he's always in Hawaii or some other exotic location for his next movie. We're filming Grown Ups 3 here. Grown Ups 3 in combat. But I love the F-8 Crusader. Why? Because this aircraft is a pretty big world. Very long. See, the body of an aircraft is called the fuselage. You may notice here how long this aircraft is. Matter of fact, here's a nice wide shot of it.
Ooh. You long boy.
But here's the problem. Michelle, you've been on a plane.
Mm-hmm.
Don't planes have those up when they land, right? They got to hit the back wheels.
Yeah, they hit back wheels first, then the front.
So when a naval aircraft lands, they have what's known as a tail hook. It's a little hook that drops, and they run cables across the back end.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Kind of like a rubber band, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this aircraft is so long that, here's the thing, you stick its nose up, look how little cockpit it is. You can't see.
Yeah, you can barely see him from down here.
So how does this aircraft stay stable? Well, this was created by an aircraft company called Bach. And Bach knew they had a problem. So what did they do? They wanted the Navy to buy this aircraft. See this little crevice right here?
Uh-huh.
So when the aircraft's coming in, you want it to be stable, right? You want to try to be as stable as possible so the pilot can see. But you can't do that if it's like this. Bach decided that the wings, this little crevice right here, would actually hinge and detach from the fuselage, the body, the long body, at a 40-degree angle and help it to stay stable, changing its angle of incidence. So it would help it stay stable, increasing the capacity for safe landings.
Mm-hmm.
But this aircraft is also special because it did not have guided missiles. This aircraft was known as the last gunfighter.
So it was only it only used guns. There was no missiles in it.
Well, it had unguided bombs.
Oh,
yes,
unguided. Okay.
It had rockets for land assault, but it did not have air missiles. This was purely a dogfight.
Ah.
Here at the USS Hornet, there are some docents that are actually F-8 pilots. One of them being Rich Keeper, one of our oldest docents here, who is actually pilots. And these are examples of some of the ordnance that you would see in these aircraft here. All disarmed, of course.
Of course, maybe. I would. Oh, maybe. Which one's
I don't know,
not?
come to CarrierCon to find out for yourself.
All right. If there's anything that happens, don't blame me, chat. Maybe sometimes curiosity definitely kills the cat, and I will probably be the cat. Ooh, what's this big boy over here?
This is an example of a jet engine.
Ooh.
How does jet engines work? How do you think they work?
Well, it definitely pulls in air and poops it out somewhere else.
You're absolutely right. Air is sucked in through here and is used to help create combustion that creates what's known as thrust, pooping it out the side, out the backside, as you so say, but helping to shoot the aircraft forward. Some aircraft have single engines that are very powerful. Some have two engines that are very. But out here, a little classic is our Grumman TV and Avenger torpedo bomber.
Ooh.
The Grumman torpedo bomber was one of the workhorses in World War II. You may notice that torpedo. Well, that's about a 1,600 to 2,000-pound torpedo.
Oh my
that slams
gosh.
to the back of the ship. And here's the thing about this lady. This is Miss June, the wonderful lady. Hi, Miss June.
Hi, Miss June. You look pretty today.
She does. She looks very pretty. But Miss June over here was a tough girl. Torpedo bombers are supposed to fly low and slow to the water. So as they're flying low and slow, they have to be at a certain speed. They're taking anti-aircraft fire left and right. Miss June, the TV were some of the toughest torpedo bombers of the war. They could take a hit and get back to the carrier and to get their pilots some safety. They would drop a torpedo in the water, and they would arm at a certain speed. And then as it's going, the pilots have to take a certain angle to slam into the side of the ship and blow a hole in it. Ideally, you want to get the rudder so that way ship doesn't move, the ship's going down.
Man, this must have been whoever piloted this one must have been one of the most skilled pilots out there.
But here's the fun fact. Look. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. Whatever.
Don't die!
Look how big this aircraft is. For reference, everyone, I am 6'5".
The thing is huge! That's
She's
huge!
just a little bigger than, isn't she? Here, I will open the gate.
Oh, that's fine.
See, I opened the gate. But aircraft come in all shapes and sizes. Yeah. Are there any questions I can answer?
Not so far. Most of this is really itching my brain, if anything. It's scratching the knowledge brain that like I came in prepared for. So you're doing a great job so far.
Yeah, we don't believe in smooth brain here. We like nice rigid brain. Nice
We
little
love
crinkles, like a bag of
ridges.
crinkles.
Yes.
Like a bag of chips. That's what we like nice and rigid.
I can go for some chips now.
Okay, that's pretty smooth brain. Anyway. I'm playing this now. I'm playing.
I listen. I know where you're working all weekend. Don't test me.
I'm not here. I'm going home.
You're
I'm done.
Sure
I'm
you
done.
are.
I'm done. I'm done. Quit. It's over.
Oh no, he's graduating.
Dead ass. Anyway, but Miss Nyaru, it wasn't just about jets. The Hornet had a later part of her history where she was a CVS, being an anti-submarine warfare carrier. What is an anti-submarine warfare? Well, it's an aircraft carrier that does anti-submarine warfare activities, whether it's dropping sonar buoys to detect them, but also dropping depth charges to destroy them. Whether that's aircraft such as the S2 or S3, or using helicopters such as the Sikorsky SH-3H Sea King. But this aircraft is not famous necessarily for its anti-submarine warfare capability. No, this aircraft did two things. One, it would help recover pilots when they would crash land in the water. Two, it would recover astronauts.
Oh.
But why recover astronauts? Well, Miss Nyaru, because
Oh.
here's the thing. This aircraft is famous because it was actually featured in the movie Apollo 13 with Tom Hanks to recover the Apollo 13 astronauts. But here, Sikorsky's were also used on the other Apollo missions to recover the astronauts in the Apollo program. But here's the thing, Miss Nyaru. The Hornet's famous. She's a bit of a celebrity. Why is she a celebrity? Who's familiar with Apollo 11?
I definitely am.
What's Apollo 11?
It is technically a real space program that happened, but it was also a movie.
Exactly. So Apollo 11, at the end of the decade, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins went to space and they landed on the moon. But guess what? They had to come home and they splashed down in the water. So guess where they were? The Pacific. But what ship picked them up?
Da-da-da-da-da! This one!
This ship. The USS Hornet, back in 1969, was responsible for the recovery of Apollo 11 and Apollo 12. So Neil Armstrong, this was one those astronauts stepped on when they got back from the moon.
That's actually really, I had no idea about that. That's really cool, actually. So not only is this ship famous military-wise, but it's also famous space-wise. So this ship goes beyond time, space, air, and sea, and oh my god, that's so cool.
Goes beyond time, space, and eternity.
Wow.
But here's the thing about the Apollo program, right? You got to test it out.
Hmm.
Here's the Apollo command module.
Whoa, is that like a actual real one, not a replica?
It's a real one, but it's not the one that the astronauts on Apollo 11 used. This is actually the test module that they use. And how do you know it's a test module? Well, you got a real big dent right here for when it splashed down in the water.
Scary. Imagine if they set that up there and that actually happened, but worse. Oh god, that's scary. Well, there's a reason why it's a test model.
Exactly. The actual Apollo capsule is in the Smithsonian.
Mm.
But we use this as So, what it was like for the astronauts being in here for days at a time.
Whoa! And they just sat there.
Yeah, just like a VTuber.
Wow, just like me all day, literally. All they need is just little camera rigs, and then bada bing, bada boom, they can go into space while VTubing. Revolutionary.
Degenerates in space. Anyways.
I know
You're
where
West Ed.
Can you repeat it? Hold on, you kind of cut out for a second. I want to make sure I heard that correctly.
I said degenerates in space. Anyways.
Oh my god, me?
Thought you were wholesome. Listen, man, I've been on some crazy tours. I've seen things. I just wanted to have a nice wholesome tour. And
you know, I could see it. I could see it in your eyes that you have seen things and have done things for VTubers.
I got my eye on you.
Well, I got my eye on you. I know where you live. You're on this ship.
How you doing, Miss Nyaru? How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm having so much fun. Thank you.
She's not getting freaked out by the look. Okay, never mind.
No, you cannot move me. If you could somehow intimidate me by the end of this tour, you know what? You got a beer with your name on it.
I got a what?
You got a beer. Buy you a beer.
I don't drink.
Don't drink?
Don't drink. Unfortunately, I do not.
Oh, well, I don't either, actually.
I have a liver condition that prevents me from doing so. But I drink. But I have a G0 every now and then.
Then I'll bring some of those for you. How about that?
How about that? But here's the thing. When the astronauts got back, they didn't know if they contracted some sort of celestial virus. So where did they go? Straight. Well, that picture shows you where they were headed. Straight into quarantine.
It's just a metal tin.
Big metal tin, Airstream. The idea was to observe the astronauts for about 14 to 21 days if they had contracted any sort of virus. Because ideally, you don't want to... cooties! Back in space.
Cooties! Yeah, we don't know if they kissed any aliens up there.
But here's the thing, because the Apollo missions were important. The Hornet has a rich history of all the aircraft that's flying. Observe, this mural depicts all the aircraft that flew off of both Hornet CV-12, but also Hornet CV-8. But wait a minute, there's a Hornet CV-8, and that prompts the question, Ms. Nyaru. If there were multiple aircraft carriers, how many of those ships were Hornet? How many of them were named Hornet? Bonus points, who can guess?
Anyone in chat can guess, because unfortunately I have smooth brain according to him, so I'm not going to be answering this for me. No, chat, is your turn now. What is the answer? Is it A, none, B, at least 2, or C, 6, 7?
6, 7.
6, 7. Look at Nana. 6, 7. I know how to say this in so many languages now. Everyone's saying C, 6, 7. I think that's the correct answer. Chad is pretty much expert, so.
Listen, man, I'm tired. Started this tour at 6. We're gonna be done by 7, 6, 7.
Look at
Anyways.
Nana.
Tired of this. Everyone making these jokes. I don't know what it means. I don't know what 6, 7 means.
No one knows what it means.
No. Fine, I'm old. I'm over the hill. 27 years old. I'm old. Decrepit.
It's okay. I have knots in my back too. I just say it to make people angry at this point because I actually don't know what the heck I'm saying.
Oh, it's all good. But here's the thing, Ms. Nyaru. There are actually 2 USS Hornet aircraft carriers. But here's another fact. There were actually 8 USS Hornets throughout the history of the United States Navy, dating back as far as the Revolutionary War, where a commercial sailing vessel was converted into a warship for the United States, Navy. Yes, they had the Navy back then. As small as she was. But all this aviation. Well, here's the thing: you see a lot of blues, you see a lot of silvers, you see the helicopters, you see the exact same symbol pretty much on all these aircraft, right? You know, the round. But this looks a little different. What's this round on? Why is this green?
Why is it green? Actually, I'd like to take a guess on it. Was he used during the Vietnam era?
It was not used in the Vietnam era.
Oh, okay. That was my one guess.
Okay, well, this is a B-25 Mitchell bomber. And you see, here's the thing. It was a big bomber. Can that really fly off an aircraft carrier?
I would not think so because those are pretty huge.
Yes!
What?
They
They
did.
can? Yeah.
This is the B-25 Mitchell. Here's the thing. It's not designed to fly off an aircraft carrier. But here's the thing. In 1941, Japan attacked the United States and crippled the Pacific Fleet. Morale was low. And President Roosevelt, he had a problem. He had to get morale high, but let the sailors of the Navy know, hey, they could win this fight, despite being down and out, crippled. Well, him and a aviator by the name of Jimmy Doolittle, who was a Army Air Force aviator. Here's the thing. The Air Force, as you know it today, did not exist in World War II. It was known as the Army Force.
Uh-huh.
So, Jimmy Doolittle had the idea of stripping down the B-25 so their bare components, even sacrificing some fuel, to be able to load them up with bombs, fly them off the deck of the USS Hornet CV-8, which was the first USS Hornet aircraft carrier, back in 1952, to strike Japan. They were the first enemy in Japan's thousands of years history to strike the capital city of Tokyo, or Edo, if you count different periods. But they were that first enemy. That prompted the Japanese Navy to see the aircraft carriers of the United States Navy as a bigger threat than they were, and that prompted them to move operations towards Midway, the Battle of Midway, which eventually, as you know history, turned the tide of the war, allowing the United States Navy to turn the tables, as the turntable turned, to be able to strike back against Japan, but eventually put our forces in the position to be able to win. But it had the ingenuity of humans figuring out how to get a massive plane off a small strip of land.
Wow. So, So you're telling, I'm trying to figure out how to word this question because it's it's a very detailed question. So what you're saying is they were able that for the B. Sorry, I'm so overwhelmed with information right now.
That's why I try to slow
my
it down.
questions. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. It's but either way, what I'm trying to say is basically that flew off of the Hornet, went all the way to Tokyo, did its mission, and it came back, and that basically helped the whole entire morale of not only the ship but everyone.
It wasn't just one; it was multiple.
Oh, multiple! No, you're right, multiple. So it did it multiple times. Wow.
The Doolittle raid.
Oh, the Doolittle raid. I do remember learning about that in school, actually.
Oh. Lights on now.
Can you say that one more time? You were cutting out.
Oh, I was wondering if the lights were on. That's where the ghost.
Ooh.
I'm not doing that, folks. I've already been. I've been to the Nyaru. Don't want to go. And cameraman gets these. Gosh dang it.
Yeah, let's go! We're gonna get spooky. Chat, this is a this is a
Miss Nyaru, like why?
chat. This is a spooky part of the stream. So everyone act like you're scared and that there's gonna be ghosts.
It is actually one of the most haunted locations in the. We've had multiple instances of paranormal activity, and they do conduct regular paranormal investigations here on the ship. Some cases, there have been apparitions.
Oh, I mean, as someone who's also very spiritually, I guess, kind of close to that sort of stuff, even watching this stream right now, I feel very off. I can feel there's definitely something off about this whole entire thing.
This is the chapel. This is where sailors will conduct religious ceremonies as well as funerals. So they do say that some spirits linger here. So before I leave, I'm going to say, spirits, Do not follow us. You are at rest. We mean you no harm.
Spirits, please do not follow us. You are at rest. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen. Did you see it, Jack? There was nothing there. The spirits will not follow you if you just leave them alone. Listen, I know about this. I'm very much expert. The red light is not very promising, though.
And we're waiting. Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it.
Into the thick of it.
Into the thick of it. Think of it. Think of it. Like, y'all didn't watch Backyardigans?
Huh?
Y'all didn't watch Backyardigans?
I did watch Backyardigans growing up. I don't know if my chat
was saying
did.
that you was just looking at me sideways like.
Oh, I have a question actually. You do, not only is there like paranormal investigations done here, but the Hornet does actually host what do you call it, ghost tours, is that correct?
Yes, they are known as our history and mystery tours. We usually we fit you out with ghost readers such as EMFs, and we take you down this here. I'm going to take you down below. We might lose signal down here.
Yeah, I'm already kind of losing signal just in this little corner. But it looks really creepy.
I also don't like the ominous sounds coming down there. Go down there. Hi.
Hi. Hello.
I ain't going down there.
Boy, Stu. I got like a hockey sticking puck out of
Don't follow us, spirits, please. And as long as you don't bother them, they don't bother you. Okay, Scooby. Have you ever thought about being a voice actor? I think you should. I think
like that.
I think you should be a voice actor.
I don't like that too much. It's narrow. I don't like it.
But you're so good at them. You're so good.
No, look.
Oh, eh? Oh, I don't like the look of that either. That don't look good.
Should we go through the door, Miss Narrow?
My instincts tell me not to, because this is a very I don't want to say
This is the sick bay. This is the medical center. People die.
So my instincts were correct, because just looking at like the entrance, it just felt very, very off. Like I don't think we should go. I don't think we should go in here. I think the spirits.
This is where they would conduct operations. We don't have to go in here. No worries.
Something tells me not to. So I feel like I'm disturbing a lot of things in here. But it is actually. It is very interesting though, because when I was growing up, so my grandfather was actually a Vietnam veteran, and he inspired me to want to go into being a combat medic for anything, for any branch. But unfortunately, because I have a heart condition, I wasn't able to. So now I'm stuck being a VTuber. So you can blame the U.S. government for the reason why I'm a VTuber.
Well, yeah, I think you would have made a fine corpsman.
Wait, can you repeat that? You were cutting out. The ghosts are cutting our communication, I think.
I think you would have made a fine corpsman.
Ah, thank you. If I heard that correctly, I think the ghosts are really.
Yeah, I said a corpsman. That's a medic in the Navy.
Oh, okay, there you go. So, yeah, the ghosts are really cutting up our communication. It's fine.
Speaking of Marines, every Navy ship has a detachment of Marines. Why? Because Marines are part of the department of the Navy.
Oh.
We're not gonna go next. We're gonna go here first. Through the bow.
The bow. I thought you said the butt for a minute. I was like, what? I don't think that's right. But then you said bow, and I was like, okay. So what is here in the bow?
We are headed to the scariest ball.
Why is he doing this to me? Why is he taking me to these really scary places? We could be having wholesome fun up on the deck and looking at more planes, but no, this man just wants me to suffer.
Welcome to the post office.
Oh, cute! I can mail out a letter here.
Wait, do you like mail?
I actually may have mail I could actually send out while this weekend.
Do you like mail?
Do I what?
Do you like mail?
Yeah.
Wait, hear that? Mail call, mail call, mail call, mail call, mail call. Oh, it's the mail. I love the mail. It makes me
wanna
want to
tell. I want to tell. He knows. Brother knows Blue's Clues. I miss Blue's Clues so much. I had a Blue's Clues themed birthday party when I was 3 years old.
My mama didn't let me have it. Oh, hi, Manny. That's Manny the mannequin.
Hi,
Don't mind
Manny.
him. He's kind of stiff.
He looks like a fine fellow, despite that.
He's a good fellow.
That's good. That's good. I hope you protect the mail, Manny.
The Hornet was regarded. The aircraft carriers like Hornet were regarded as cities at sea, and when you have cities, you have a lot of people here, about over 2,000, and they get mail. So the Navy had a fantastic logistics system to get mail, different ports, and get them onto the ships for the sailors to read and read letters from home. So you would ideally get your paycheck here at the post office, and you would also get the mail.
So, on average, how long would like one letter take from like the mainland US to reach the ship?
You're looking at almost maybe a month, especially back in those days.
Oh, wow. Because I know like mail was like the main form of communication for a lot of like servicemen and their families. So, yeah, I can't imagine like 1 month you're waiting for like a whole bunch of mail from your family, then gotta wait like another month to send it back out, I assume, right?
You'll have to wait.
Wow. We are so spoiled with phones and texting nowadays.
Wow, we're really deep in the battles here. I did not intend for this to turn into a ghost story.
Oh, I also have a question because I had someone in my chat say we need to live on an aircraft carrier, but at CarrierCon you're able to rent out a bunk bed. Is that correct?
This is correct. We have our liveaboard program where you get fed and you get to do an exclusive overnight tour and you get to sleep on there. You get to sleep in places like here. These are examples of the enlisted thing areas.
Whoa.
Packed like sardines.
And I imagine it would be like this dark during like the nighttime, so everyone can sleep. Man, I can't imagine. What if you go to the bathroom?
You're gonna have a rough. If you don't know your way, you're gonna have a rough time finding the head.
What light? Oh my god! And then there was light.
The Lord said, "Let there be light."
A little crowded.
Oh, big time.
I have a question for someone in chat. Do the toilets still work on the ship? Do the toilets still work on the ship?
No, we go poop in the bag here.
I understand. And then I'm guessing y'all just chunk it over the ocean.
Yeah. Oh wait, I'm this way.
Oh.
But yes, the toilets still work. We got the electrical and the plumbing working.
Oh, and I'm guessing like plumbing is like a special job for the very elite because I can imagine the plumbing system on this ship is probably one of the most intricate in the world.
Kind of a crappy job.
I can imagine it's very crappy and maybe a little pissy.
I don't know. I did that job once and it pissed me off.
Ah! Yeah, it is amazing that it still works after 60 years. That is true. That is true.
Well, we do a lot of maintenance.
I was explaining to my chat the other day how pretty much like CarrierCon helps with like a lot of like the preservation and education efforts for the USS Hornet. So I mean, if you guys come to CarrierCon, or even if you're not coming to CarrierCon, everything you do here helps the preservation of the USS Hornet.
Right now, when sailors were at sea, you had about 3,000. They had to be at their posts almost the entire time here. However, sailors got to rotate on and off on ships. On ship. But ideally, you want to get rested, you want to get some sleep, but also you want to get some chow. We are on the mess deck where the enlisted sailors would get their food.
Ooh, yummy!
So you can walk down this way, past the machine shop where they were working on components here. Whether they had all these tools to still work today to be able to repair different instruments here on the ship. But you walk down here, you get a tray for your food. Basically, it's a big cafeteria.
Whoa!
Gotta be over 3,000. Well, there are actually other mess decks for different ranks, and not just enlisted personnel, but this is where the enlisted would be. They would eat their food here. You get a hot meal, get some sleep, and get ready for your next watch.
Oh wow! What were some of the meals that were cooked on here?
Taco burger, meat surprise. But it wasn't all that, Miss Nyaru. Oh, why is this? See, here's actually the eating area.
Oh wow! Yeah, you are packed like sardines even here. Wow.
But it wasn't all just you had to keep morale up. So what did you do? Well, the Hornet had a special place.
Ooh.
Hornet had a bakery.
Ooh, bakery.
You make all sorts of pastries, bagels, loaves of bread. Do it all here. You get the dough, you get the yeast, and make everything from scratch. Matter of fact, Christmas 1944, you got a picture right here. They made a cake.
What the heck?
Of the San Francisco Bay Bridge. As she was coming back. But as you see right here, that's a pretty big cake. And guess what? This is the table that they made the cake on. It was this size.
That's huge! And they did it all while the ship was like rocking around and everything.
Yep. So you got all the trays and whatnot that you make bread
wow.
and dough. In fact, we got a little recipe here for cake donuts right here. So you can take a little shot and want to make that at home.
Oh, heck yeah. Listen, I love doing cooking streams, and I think I know what we're doing next week, chat. As a post.
You better buy 66 pounds of flour, cups of baking powder, 23 cups of salt. That's a lot. That's a lot.
You can easily divide this to make a personal size. I could do it. I could do this. I know math. 1 + 1 = 2.
You would have all of these ovens in here that you would be baking the bread. They would be doing this around the clock. They would be making all sorts of goodies, too. Yeah, I love the donut. I love chocolate.
I love chocolate, too. I imagine it must smell really, really good. It's supposed to be one of the best smelling places, like, out of all the ships. Or out of everywhere on the ship.
It still smells good. We have aroma in here that gives you a sense of the smell that you would smell in the bakery.
Oh! Very immersive.
I'd like to come here and spray something.
Oh, you don't know the trick? You don't know the trick?
What is the trick?
It's a thing hidden there.
Well, okay, well, here. Tell the people.
Oh, yeah, the incense you're talking about. Hidden in the corner here.
It's just regular
Oh, I
incense.
didn't know. I like to imagine it's magic.
Yeah, Yeah, have a sense
Spoiling
of
fun?
whim. Yeah, have a sense of whimsy and fun.
Ghost.
Seaman jump scare. Rah.
At once. Are there any questions?
What's your favorite pastry?
Chocolate, like my hero, Gabriel Iglesias. Chocolate cake.
Hell yeah, brother! See, chat. Mira, he knows. He knows.
I know about Fluffy.
Fluffy! He knows.
Hey, Fluffy! Hey, Fluffy! Look, you're the Fast and the Furious. Okay.
Anyway, oh my god.
Oh my God! Yes.
Oh my god, yeah. I love that character that he does.
Hello, sir. I want a good chocolate fried, a good shake.
Pull up to the window.
It's me. Did you order? Would you like ketchup? Oh my God, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
I watched it I saw him live when I was a kid. Watched way too much Fluffy back in the day.
My mom used to, I think, personally know him because he used to live in my hometown for a little bit.
Oh, dang. I think he did his first comedy special. No, he did. He did his first.
Hmm.
Mine was.
Oh, wow.
Any questions I can answer?
Oh, I have a quick question. What are all those helmets used for? The red ones.
This is in case there's fire. So throughout the ship,
Oh.
there's different fire retardant fixtures. But they would also have the safety on in case a fire broke out, because damage control is a premium when it came to American carrier American ships. So the Navy has every Navyman and woman is trained as a fireman. So that tradition still lasts there. Keep these around to show what it would be like at sea.
So pretty much every person on the ship has fire safety training. Wow, I actually had no idea about that.
Done great. You turn that off. Any other questions?
I'm guessing everything that's labeled as red is like for fire safety, correct?
Turn that off. Turn it off. Okay. Sorry, what was that?
Oh, so how everything
Yeah, I'm
is.
about to leave. I'm getting my crew and we're about to go. We were just below deck doing a tour.
Hi, I'm Tour.
Water. I was down below deck with a virtual person.
Whoa, she's definitely not an AI trying to take over the world. Rah!
You know, I was given a tour many months ago. It was when they were doing off-season live here, and a tour to Miss Lisa, 𝗕𝗿𝗄𝗄 and Miss Mint. And well, I introduced him to one of the docents. He's a combat veteran here, Mr. Alan Cartwright, great man.
Oh no!
And they met him, and they asked all sorts of questions, and then he answered them. He had one last question for them. And he asked them, "Now, are you guys AI?"
I feel like almost every older person that's come into contact with me in VTuber form has at least asked me that once or twice in one sitting.
That's interesting from Mr. Cartwright, but nonetheless, though. But here's the last thing I'll show you before we wrap up for here.
Sure thing.
Now,
Ooh. It's a missile.
it's a missile. What kind of missile? Give me a hint. Very
It
big.
is not a torpedo. It is one that you put into the airplanes. Is that correct?
Yeah, you can load it into an airplane. What kind of missile?
Oh, what kind?
Very, 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 very big boom.
Is it a ballistic missile? That's not a ballistic missile.
Nope. This is This is the B-57 nuclear bomb.
Uh-huh. Ah!
Yeah. The Hornet was one of the few aircraft carriers to carry the B-57 nuclear bomb. This could be attached to an and used to launch at targets. So she had those secretly here aboard. We can either confirm or deny that. But during the Cold War, during that time, they were putting their nuclear weapons just about everywhere. So this is an example of a warhead that would be stored here on the ship.
I guess I hope it's not active, right?
Well, actually, fun fact. One of these bombs actually slid off the deck of, I think, Ticonderoga, USS Ticonderoga, sister ship Hornet. Slid off the deck and was armed and is in the Pacific Ocean somewhere. They had neither confirmed that it was deactivated, and they have not found it to this day.
So you're telling me somewhere in the Pacific Ocean there is a nuclear bomb just possibly waiting to go off one day, and we have no idea where it's at?
Yep, you could have Nemo go and slap it like it's a butt, like in the movie, like, you know, they slap the butt, like the boat, right? Slap it and then it blows up. So there you go.
Oh my god! So
but anyway, folks.
Oh, I was gonna ask about that same nuke that's out there in the ocean. Have people actually tried hunting for it? And like, is there a reward for it?
The U.S. Navy really did look for it. Still is. It's one of the known active nuclear weapons out there, but they have not found it. Or maybe they did. I don't know. I haven't read up on it lately. I just saw it read an article.
Ah, okay. That's interesting. I had no idea we lost such a very scary weapon in the ocean.
That's fine, like losing your AirPod. Anyway, but are there any other questions I can answer? This is the end of the tour. But thank you very much, Miss Nyaru. You've been very wonderful to show around the ship. Sorry if I've been going a million miles an hour.
No, you're good. I mean, you're preparing for CarrierCon, which is literally in 2 days. I don't blame you, but I do have one last request in case you are, if you can actually help me out with this.
Sure.
Fashion. I love uniforms. I love seeing like the different types of uniforms. What uniforms do you guys have on display?
Well, we got a lot of uniforms. Obviously, we have things from pilot uniform that you see right there, all the way to we have an exhibit that shows women in the military uniforms that they would wear in there. But we have multiple mannequins that show the different uniforms that they would wear on a period accurate to the. Matter of fact, when we were down at the post office, Manny is wearing a dress.
Yeah, I noticed that. Do you for Manny's uniform? Can you tell me a little bit more about his?
I am unfortunately not an expert on that.
Oh,
I
that's
know
okay.
more about Vietnam War utilities, mainly for the Marine Corps. But I know for a fact, if you guys come to CarrierCon, there are experts. We have docents here at the Hornet that are surely to answer those questions. They know a lot more than me, and many of them are veterans. Well,
then I think it's a perfect segue for you to plug a little bit more about CarrierCon if you'd like to talk about it just a little bit more.
Well, guys, CarrierCon's a really good event that we do here at the Hornet. We've been doing it for several years, and we've had our challenges with things, but I will say we're looking to have a really good year. We are fundraising, ideally to move to San Francisco at some point in the future, which is very critical to our survival as a museum, especially with the there. So your support, your ticket helps with that and helps keep the lights on here. So we appreciate your support.
And since CarrierCon is sold out for the weekend, I know there is tickets still available for Sink the Ship and Ocean Deck, but in case anyone can't make it out to CarrierCon and support you guys like that, is there a website that they can go check out to send any donations to?
Yes, you can go to our website and you can donate. There's a link on there to donate. You go to USS Hornet. There's a VTuber organization that has. I'm trying to plug. Just saying.
No, you should definitely plug them. You can definitely plug them. I 100% allow it. Go for it. Go.
On the website from VFleet that says donate, and the biggest thing in VFleet is don't donate to us. Please donate to the ships. And so we have a whole list of various museum ships. Not all of them, 75 or 35 in the world. But you can go there and directly donate to the museum. It's better for you to go directly to the website, so it's not taxed. That's a tax deduction. So if you feel like donating, no matter if it's $1, 2 cents, or even $500 or something like that, I don't know. we very much appreciate the support. But biggest thing you can do is not only just come on CarrierCon, but come here and visit the museum. Talk to docents, ask them about their lives, and also learn this ship's history. I'm a docent, but I don't know it all. I don't know everything. But there are some men here who are still alive today who know so much. So I encourage you guys, if you're in the area or early for CarrierCon, come by the ship, go take a tour, and learn something from a docent.
Yay! Thank you so much, Gabe, for this really quick tour. I really cannot wait to be there at CarrierCon this weekend, and I can't wait to see you and all the other great VTubers that are going to be at CarrierCon as well. Thank you once again so much for taking the time out to come give us a tour, especially for those that cannot attend CarrierCon this weekend. I think that's all I really have for you. Is there anything else you want to plug for us?
No, but I want to thank you, Miss Nyaru. Thank you very much for your support of the ship. It very much means a lot to me. The Hornet is the volunteers here are very, very special to me. And, when I came here for the ship as a volunteer years ago, and I became staff eventually, I learned how special this place is. Also, how it's my duty to try to carry on the legacy and those who want. Thank you for contributing to that. Thank you for giving it visibility. And we do encourage you guys to support not just the Hornet, but all museum ships. And I think at the end of the day, the human condition is that we all want to be remembered for something. So let's let the docents and let's let our veterans know that their lives matter, but also that we will continue on their. So thank you very much in advance.
Yay! Thank you again. I love that message at the end, especially towards our veterans. As someone who came from a family of veterans, that means so much to me. I know it would make my grandpa very, very happy. Yay!
Well, thank you, Grandfather. Thank you to your grandfather for his service.
Thank you, thank you. All right, I'll go ahead and let you go on home, and I will see you hopefully this weekend. All right, thank you so much, Gabe. Bye-bye. All right, yay, that was so fun, chat. What the heck? I didn't get a chance to properly introduce everything in the beginning because we were a little bit. I thought we were gonna run behind a little bit, but apparently not. No, we did pretty good. I intended this to only be 1 hour tour because I do have some off-kai duties I have to do after this. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope everyone really enjoyed the tour that we did. I really want to give visibility to these sort of organizations and historical effort to preservations and stuff like that. It's been kind of like a secret passion of mine behind the scenes, but I don't really get to show it off that often because I don't really get an opportunity to. And when I do, as you can see, I grabbed it by the balls and I took it as, I gripped it as hard as I could. Yay! 楽しかったね、みんな. It was very fun. It was very fun. I can't wait to actually see it. It's going to be my first time visiting the Hornet this coming weekend at CarrierCon, which, by the way, let's go ahead and shill off our CarrierCon stuff because we do have our CarrierCon schedule now available for you guys. I just released it this past, or last night, I think. Yeah, last night. This was last night. Alrighty, so thank you again, Gabe, so much, Director of CarrierCon, for our tour today of the USS Hornet. I will be at CarrierCon this coming weekend, Saturday the 21st and Sunday the 22nd. This is my official schedule for CarrierCon. There's gonna be lots of other events happening, so if you guys can, please do check out the CarrierCon website so you guys can see what type of fun stuff will be happening at CarrierCon other than my stuff. But pretty much, I'll have an official virtual meet and greet on Saturday. 12:45 to 1:45 p.m. and meet and greet 3. I also will be accepting gifts on Saturday and Sunday, so if you want to bring out a little present for me, I'd be happy to accept it. Also, that same day, I will be having a cool panel in my first panel of the year. I haven't done a panel in a while, but I'm trying out something new. I'm going to be doing a J-pop and any song random dance play. If you don't know what those are, it's pretty much a kind of like music style DJ event where I pretty much control the music and you guys can come up and wotigate or dance to the popular trending J-pop and any song. Yay! Especially if you like VTuber music, this will definitely be one you want to check out. So yeah, I'll be having my panel from 3 to 3:45 in panel room 1. Come do wotigate and dance to your favorite J-pop music. Yeah. And then finally, this is a new one that just got added last night to my lineup. But I'll be hosting an idol tailgate party in, hopefully, I think the parking lot, if I remember correctly. But from 5 to 6:30 before 𝗠ście on deck on Saturday, we'll be cooking wieners. Yes, get stuffed with wieners by me and only me. Wink. Yep, I'll be hosting an IRL tailgate party. I'll put exact location when it comes to the thing a little bit closer to the event, but do keep an eye on social media, and I will be sure to let you guys know more details. And on Sunday, I will be having my Kigurumi walk around. I originally was gonna do it both Saturday and Sunday, but unfortunately, due to some heat concerns, especially because there's a massive heat wave happening in the area, and there's expected to be a heat advisory during that weekend. I will only be doing a 30-minute walk around on Sunday, just so I can keep myself cool and safe and not get overheated or anything like that. But if you did want to see the Kigurumi Nyaru, she'll be walking around on Sunday from 12 to 12:30. She would be happy to meet you and take pictures and do everything like that. Yeah. If you guys are giving gifts, I do have a gift policy. Feel free to check that out. And of course, I do have boundaries because, yeah, I will be there, unfortunately. I will be there, and I would love to see you. But please be sure to have my boundaries in mind. So yeah, that is pretty much all my CarrierCon stuff. And I think that is all I really have for you guys as well. Before I do end, I do want to apologize for yesterday's stream as well, because the internet just died. Yeah, the internet hardcore died on me yesterday, and it stayed throttled like the rest of the night. I don't know. I think it literally happens around the same time. So I'm thinking it's just like it's a high service period, so then it just like throttles everyone. So I gotta keep that in mind. And with that in mind, I may be moving back to a 3 p.m., 6 p.m. time slot instead of the 6 p.m., 9 p.m. because I don't get throttled during the day. But then at night is when I get throttled. So we'll do some experimenting. We'll see how it goes. But I did want to provide you guys an update and an apology about that. But other than that, tomorrow, chat, tomorrow, we will be doing 3D Boomer Rock karaoke since I am in such a boomer mood after going on the USS Hornet tour and getting ready for CarrierCon. So please be sure to come by tomorrow for our 3D Boomer Rock karaoke. It might be unarchived, might not be. I don't know. I will decide at a later time. And then of course on Friday I'll be traveling to CarrierCon. Saturday I will be at CarrierCon, and Sunday I'll be traveling back as well. So I look forward to seeing you guys hopefully at CarrierCon this weekend. Yeah! Once again, thank you so much, Gabe, CarrierCon Director, for inviting me on a quick tour of the boat, as well as inviting me to CarrierCon as an official guest. Again, I cannot wait to see you guys this weekend. I'm going to be preparing some goodies, of course, for you guys as well, so please keep an eye out on what kind of little goodies I may give out and little treats and everything like that, because I want to give back to you guys as much as I can, because it's so rare that I get to do conventions like in person like this, so I want to take advantage and, like, you know, give cute little things where I can. I don't know if you can tell, I'm very excited. I'm very excited about CarrierCon. First convention and guest opportunity of the year. Yay! Alright, with that said, I think that's all I got for you guys today. Again, today was going to be a little bit short because I do have a meeting, unfortunately, right after this stream, that I actually need to start getting ready for. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end things here for now. Thank you guys again for tuning in. I think Lappin raided me in the middle, though. If you did, Lappin, I'm so sorry, but thank you so much for the raid. Either way, thank you. Let me... Pippa!
Well, not on my...
She just started to... I didn't even click on her stream. It's just... I mean, we're gonna raid into her, but I didn't think it would do that. Alrighty. You guys gonna be saying hi to Pippa because she's unboxing Hot Wheels right now. And I think that's, I think that's pretty cool. Alrighty. Thank you guys again for tuning in, though. If you guys can, please sure to check out CarrierCon. If you can't make it this weekend, please sure to check out the USS Hornet website and give a donation. Even $1 helps in the preservation and education efforts of the USS Hornet and helps amplify veteran voices for all the service people who worked on the USS Hornet and help in preservation as well. As Gabe said, the best way to experience the Hornet is by going to the Hornet themselves, but also listening to all the veteran voices and you know, in taking all the stories that they have and all the experiences that they have working on that ship. I think it's a really cool and amazing message, and it speaks really, really loudly for me as someone who comes from a veteran family. And I want to do my best in amplifying those voices as well. Yay! Alrighty, with that said, I'll go ahead and let you guys go here for now. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Thank you. Thank you again, Gabe. Thank you again, CarrierCon. And I look forward to seeing you guys this weekend. I will see you guys tomorrow, though, for some boomer karaoke. Alright? Alright, let's say it all together, everyone. Say no. 𝗏𝗁𝗏, 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 𝗏𝗏, everyone. Bye bye.